teacher, you can teach anywhere. So when you come to ISU, we don't say we're preparing you to teach for one specific type of child or one location. We say we're preparing you to teach all children.
That's great. What is it in preparation for education do you think that is different about urban education?
I think you can't say you're going to apply for a job in the city of Chicago or Peoria or Decatur if you didn't spend some time in an urban area. So I think it's crucial that we have clinical experiences, as many as possible. If you're the type of person who likes to take on a challenge like I am, and like many people are, then you're going to find it very rewarding.
The two that I think of are true for students everywhere, but they're more intensely true for urban students. And the first is that the social problems outside of schools that result in children coming to school with unmet needs. I think the second one is the inadequate school funds and the inequitable methods of funding schools across the state, especially in Illinois. You now can get involved in Unite and get involved in other opportunities on campus that take you out into the community, into schools that can prepare you to work in difficult settings. I think probably one thing that is crucial for good teachers in urban settings is staying power, is staying long enough to learn enough to make you understand that your vitality, your fulfillment is there.
Now we're starting to combat the issue of lack of knowledge or misconceptions about urban education. And we were lucky enough to have Lucille Eckridge and other faculty members come up to us and say, we would like you to start something.
Unite has definitely given me some amazing opportunities to see the urban schools. From a small town background, small school, I didn't really know what a big urban school was like and if I wanted to teach there. But after the opportunities Unite has given me, and after seeing those schools and working with those kids, I know that being an urban teacher is something I definitely want to do for the rest of my life.
I got a lot out of teaching in Chicago over the summer. I've learned never to give up on any student, whether it's honor student or a student in need. Every student needs a chance to learn. Some people generalize honor students as students who already know what they need, they don't need any help. That's not true. And others generalize students underprivileged that they don't want to learn, but that's not true at all either. So I've learned to just take each student individually, don't generalize.
Every student has a background story before they get into that classroom. So the students, not everyone is the same. Not everyone has the same privileges at home. Not everyone has the same family. Some people don't have a family. It's just, you have to take all of that into consideration, why sometimes a child is asleep at their desk when the teacher keeps saying, wake up, wake up, wake up. But there's a background story, and that's with every student, not just Chicago inner city students. It's with every student. And so you have to work with them and say, you know, what's going on? How could we work this through?
And the kids would have to bring a cup from home. Like that was part of like, hey, you bring a spiral, you bring a cup, you know. And he'd walk up the stairs, because there's no elevator, of course. And he'd walk up the stairs and bring the 2 buckets and literally like 2 pails, 2 metal pails on the table, and the kids would come and scoop up water.
I was wondering why, if they're in 6th grade and they should be getting the same education as everyone else, why they couldn't make letters of the alphabet, which is something that most children learn in preschool.
And he's like, Miss Carnett, girl, if you hadn't been here, I would not have learned nothing. I was like, anything? He's like, nothing.
He looks up at me and says, Mrs. Heilenbach, if you were my teacher in the school year in the first place, I wouldn't be in summer school at all.
So he told me just to go into class every day with a positive attitude because you're one child's greatest hope. You have to think about it that way.
Everybody's got to hold on, hope. It's the last thing that's